Hi guys, welcome back to Sabrina. Today we're doing an embroider with me. I'm going to be embroidering this cherry on this tote bag. These are our magic paper embroidery kits. So these kits are water soluble, so you embroider and then you can just wash off the backing paper. Some kits come with embroidered thread and some you can just buy the magic paper. I'll quickly show you all the designs that we have. This is our fruit collection. These are all DMC embroidery or cross stitch kits. So this one is an embroidery. Next is this Paris inspired embroidery kit as well with thread. This one is actually a cross stitch kit. And this one is a cross stitch kit as well. This is a rose cross stitch kit. And this is just a regular embroidery floral kit. This is the cross stitch Be Kind and floral. And these are the same but without the threads. These kits with only the magic paper are great, especially if you already have the embroidered thread. I've decided I would like to do these cherry and fruit embroidery, so I will unbox them now. Kit comes with embroidery needle, 3 embroidery threads that correspond with the magic paper colors. In this sheet there's cherry, strawberry, lemon, 2 apples, and a banana. I'll be embroidering this cherry onto my tote bag. The first step is to cut out the design. I'm using those Willing twin scissors. And here you can peel off the backing layer. I have previously used this DMC kit. As you can see, Love Struck is embroidered on the corner. And the Love Heart is embroidered as well. This kit came with a red, a black, and a pink. And the arrow is embroidered right next to my name. Here I am mapping out where I would like my cherry to be placed. Make sure the adhesive is completely adhere to your fabric that you're working on. You can stick this to any piece of clothing, any types of bags, even a blanket or a pillowcase, anywhere where there is a durable fabric. This is my little pin pad where I keep all my sewing and embroidery needles. I'll be using this needle to embroider today. I decided that I wanted to go with a darker green than what was provided in the kit because it matches the black on my tote bag better. Now I'm disassembling the embroidery thread and carefully taking the thick strand and unraveling it however long I want. I want it to be long enough that it is still workable but not too long. And this is the length I would like it, so I'm just going to cut it here. Each embroidery strand has about 6 smaller strands, so I'm going to take 2 strands here and pull it apart from the other 4. I'm now feeding the end through the eye of the needle and pull all the way through until both ends meet up. Now I'm going to tie a double or triple knot with the 2 ending pieces. I'm going to embroider the green part first, so the stems and the leaves. We start with under the bag, so the knot doesn't show, and poke about 1/2 centimeter through the stem. We're going to pull the needle all the way out and backstitch towards the beginning. So it is very similar to a regular sewing motion, but it is called a backstitch for embroidery. So for all the straight lines, I'm going to perform this backstitch technique. Again, a little bit further out, pull the needle through and come back in closer. Now I've reached the end of the stem and I would like to start satin stitching the leaf. So I'm going to do a very similar motion, but this time I'm going to continue filling the entire solid of the leaf. So for any marked spots that are completely green or completely blocked red, this is where I will be using the satin stitch. While you watch me satin stitch the rest of this leaf, I would like to remind you that all these magic paper kits can be found on our website, and I will link that in the description. Also, I recently came up with the Stop Asian Hate stickers that all the profits are going to supporting this cause, so I will link that down below as well, and if you could check out those stickers, that'd be great. I like to embroider whenever I feel stressed or I have some time in my hands. I always embroider when I'm watching a movie or watching TV, and you can do it too. It can be a very time-consuming and patience-needing activity, but it is very fun and worth the outcome. I have now finished satin stitching this one leaf, and it is time to close off the embroidery. So I'm going to flip this over, and with the remaining embroidery thread, I'm going to do a triple knot to ensure it is secure. All the solid spaces will be using the satin stitch, and all the lines will be using the back stitch. I have completed the rest of this yarn, and it is time to take out a new embroidery thread. I will complete the same steps by taking out 2 strands out of the remaining 4 strands. And again, feeding the thread through the eye of the needle, pulling it all the way through until the 2 ends meet. And double or triple knot to ensure it is secure. Always start on the inside, so I'll reach my hand into the big and continue the back stitch until I reach the solid section where I will do the satin stitch to fill out the rest of the leaf. Finally finished all the green parts, and now I will seal off the green thread by triple knotting it to secure it in place. Now moving on to the red thread, I actually have this exact color left over from a previous project, so I'll be using that today. Again, split into 2 strands and then feed into the eye of the needle. Here I am double knotting the ends of the thread together to keep it in place, and I'm going to satin stitch the solid areas and back stitch the 2 lines. Starting with a back stitch, complete the same technique that I used for the stems above, and here you see me back stitching. I'm going to complete this for the half semicircle that is the red line. At the end of the line, I'm just going to triple knot it at the back of the bag so all the knots stay hidden. You can see all the previous knots from the stems and the leaves, but from the front it looks completely perfect. I will now do a satin stitch with the remaining sections of the cherry. Starting at the top of the cherry and doing a satin stitch horizontally, making sure not to leave any holes so we get that shiny finish at the end. Here I'm just finishing off the last few stitches for this embroidery. And we are finally done the entire embroidery. This stabilizer base is water soluble, so now we are going to wash it. I'm just going to rub at the stabilizer and it is slowly disappearing. I'm using lukewarm water. With warm water, this process takes just about a minute, and air drying is very fast. It took about 1 minute and now you cannot see any of the stabilizer. I'm gonna let it air dry and then I'll show you some clips. I also did some embroideries on my patchwork jeans that I did a tutorial on, and these are some of my original embroideries as well as the magic paper embroideries. I hope you guys love this cherry embroidery, and let me know if you want to see any of the other embroideries that I did or any new embroideries. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed embroidering with me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Bye!